So we are back to our little test for the muzzle devices. This time we acquired three different types of the muzzle devices. We have two flash suppressors from the AK-93 and one jet brake from the SRVV. That's a Russian company. What is different about that one? This is for 14-1 left-handed thread. So we started with our darkroom test, and we ran the test for all three different muzzle devices. The first one on the plate was SRVV jet brake, and predictably that jet brake produced some flash, and there's no surprise because of the construction of this brake. It was exactly the same with a 5.45 by 39 version. So this one is 7.62, but the fact is the same. You're going to have some flames from it. That's almost unavoidable with that construction of the muzzle device. At this point I would say that this is always a trade-off. You either have a good compensation and the very good control of the muzzle, or you're going to have some extremely well flash suppressing, but the muzzle device is going to lack on the performance for the controlling the flash signature. During our side wave pressure test, we put our AK operator's head on a little bit stand, and that head was just basically spinning from the side wave pressure. Again, this is mainly because of how the holes are cut out in the brake, and it pushes the blast off to the side. So again, very predictable behavior, and it is what it is. On another note that I will tell about this brake is extremely heavy. It adds a lot of weight to the system up front. This is not necessarily what you want to have, because this is even more weight right now to control on a rifle in a very extended position at the end of the muzzle. So these are some things, trade-offs, which we have to take into the account when looking for that brake and thinking about that brake. But definitely that muzzle brake controls the muzzle rise. On our little test with the measuring tape, it performed very well. And when running that muzzle brake against the measuring tape, it produced outstanding results on the muzzle rise control. But please, when deciding about the brakes, think about the whole thing, what you're getting, and what is pros and cons of the muzzle device which you are thinking about acquiring. Now we had also two flash suppressors from the AK-93 company. They're basically, the construction is a little bit different. As you can see, that one is open. It has these three prongs, and there is no closure at the end of the muzzle device. And then we have another model which has more prongs, and there is a closure at the end. And again, I know from previous flash suppressors which we had it, basically this one is extremely well with the flash suppressing. There is almost no light signature on it, performs very well. Also on the side wave pressure test, I have not noticed anything special. It's not like uncomfortable for the teammate to run it. There is some side wave pressure coming out of it, but not that much.
This is a second flash suppressor we had from AK-93. It's got a closed end, kind of that bird cage build to it. It worked extremely well in the dark room. Not a whole lot of flash. There was a small flicker, if you want to call it that. And then the side pressure was pretty good too. It was a little bit, but not enough that it would bother somebody to be hit by it. on our tape, our you know, our compensating test on our tape measure had a little bit of climb, but that's what you can expect out of a flash hider over a muzzle brake.
And I was running all these different muzzle devices on our short range, trying to engage multiple targets with the double tapping, and predictably I would say that the jet brake produced the best results. I had the best muzzle control with that brake. However, that flash suppressor was surprisingly, you know, with the mild recoil, and both these AK93 flash suppressors did very well. I would say for the close distance, if you can really control the rifle and do the follow-up shots quickly, it wasn't really, you know, anything annoying, and the muzzle control was fairly good. Not as good as on the jet brake, but as I said, these are different tools for a different kind of job. And what is beautiful about the AK, it's extremely simple to change these devices, muzzle devices on the fly. So maybe during the day you can run basically a jet brake, because at this point it doesn't really matter. But when you are afraid and concerned with the flash suppressing, you know, the blinding effect on your eyes, you want to switch to the flash suppressor at night. Well, there is nothing holding you back from it. All you need is a little screwdriver, push the pin, and in the, you know, matter of seconds you are changing the muzzle device on the AK. So I would say maybe, you know, add to your package a good flash suppressor, have a nice muzzle brake, and be ready for any kind of job. That's it, guys. Let us know if you have any questions about these muzzle devices. We'll be more than happy to answer it either underneath of that video or on our Facebook. Thanks for watching.